Petzl always seem to be leading the way with head torches. They've got the amazing Now, which was like the brightest running head torch ever. The Ticker, which is a total classic. I've had the Swift RL, which has been amazing for years. And now we've got the Swift LT, another game changer. So this is the Swift LT. I do feel to talk about this, I've got to mention the Swift RL that I had before this. Absolute beast, really, really bright, really robust, but obviously a lot chunkier than this. The Swift LT comes in at 43 grams. Tiny little thing, fits the palm of my hand, fits in my back pocket, brilliant. In the past, super light head torches seem to be really good at one thing, being super light, but they're also not very bright or don't last very long or not very comfortable, something like that. I feel like this one is a real all-rounder for something that packs so small. So 43 grams, really light, but what's really impressive is it still kicks out 380 lumens. Now I remember a time where a few years ago, that would have been the brightest torch in the shop. Of course, things go through the roof these days, but that is still really bright and more than enough for most of your activities. The next thing you notice after the obvious fact it's really light and really small is the build quality. It feels absolutely brilliant. I really like the new front on it as well, and it's really simple and easy to use. It has an IPX4 weatherproof rating, which means it's very water resistant, yet not fully waterproof. I do feel that means you can use it in the rain and things like that. I've never had an issue with a rating of that in really bad conditions. 3 different settings, you click it on and again, and you're going through the brightnesses. And when you get to the top, you know you're at max burn. If you hold the button down, and it will go to the red light. Of course, the red light is really good for map reading, so again, you don't ruin your night vision. And if you click it twice while in red light mode, you get the really good strobe, which is great for emergency use. I also think that's really useful because it's such a light torch. I think some runners might wear it backwards while road running or something like that, so it can just be an indication, a bit of a safety feature. So that red light strobe is apparently visible for up to 700 meters for 200 hours. Really good safety tool to have that with you. Another really simple but obvious function is that when you turn it off, you get a nice little indicator to show you what the battery life is in there. The Swift LT, like most modern head torches, unlike the ones I like, is rechargeable. What's really useful is it's USB-C, which is what most people are going for now, and it's going to become standard. That's great for me because it charges using the same cable that my phone does. Unlike the Active Core and other head torches that Petzl make, you can't change the battery in this and put AAA batteries in it, but that's because it's such a light head torch. And of course, it's got a really useful lock function, so you don't end up turning it on and wasting all your battery in the bottom of your bag. The range of pivot on the head torch is absolutely brilliant. I think it's really good because runners and climbers like to be able to see down, look at their feet, and nicely tilts right down. I've certainly worn some head torches when I'm climbing, but I literally can't see my feet and end up really getting a bit scared. The new bungee headband is not just incredibly light, it's also really, really comfortable. I actually think I prefer it to normal head straps. It fits really nicely and really securely, and it's dead easy to adjust the length of it as well. It also works really well on a helmet. I find running in this or even bouldering, it just stays absolutely put and no bouncing. The headband is also reflective, which is useful while running at night. This bungee strap is made of completely recycled materials and it can be removed so you can wash it or replace it. So while it is obviously very bright, it's obviously not super bright as well. Petzl make much brighter head torches, which if you're doing a long run in the middle of the night, you might well be using. But what I really like about head torches like this is the fact that actually it probably weighs less than, say, replacement batteries for that big head torch. So why not take a spare head torch instead? It's great having spare batteries for your head torch, but what if that one just breaks? You've got batteries for a head torch that doesn't work. You might as well have another head torch with you. So often, say winter climbing, when we're walking in the morning, I'll wear my smaller, less bright head torch so that I know I've got a big chunky saved for if we get benighted and spending climbing into the night time. This is also the perfect sort of head torch to take running with you if you're sort of setting off at dusk and might take a bit longer than you think and it gets dark while you're out there. It's really easy to bring with you, shove in a pocket, in a bum bag, or even just wrap it around your wrist and have it with you on your arm. So obviously a small unit like this, people get worried about the burn time. If you have it on full burn, you would only get 2 hours out of it. So I suggest you don't use it like that. Try and use it on the middle setting, which still gives you 100 lumens, which you can do most activities with, and then you'll get 6 hours out of it. And obviously if you want max burn time, you can keep it on the lowest setting, which is only 7 lumens, but again, is great for going to the loo or using in the tent, something like that, and you'll get a whopping 60 hours out of it. So again, with burn times like that, and it's so light and small, it's the perfect thing to bring with you for every adventure, really. With the nights drawing in, I'm looking forward to using it for my evening runs, and I'll certainly be packing it for my backup head torch while winter climbing.